Actor Jim Caviezel, while promoting his upcoming film Sound of Freedom, recently claimed that Disney tried to censor the word God from the 2002 film The Count of Monte Cristo that was distributed by Buena Vista, which is a subsidiary or was a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company. Let's take a listen to what he had to say here.
When I did The Count of Monte Cristo, they wanted me to remove the God from all of the script. True story. I say yes to The Count of Monte Cristo. I read it, says a great script. So I go to Ireland. I'm there, and I've got Richard Harris, Guy Pearce. We're all sitting in the room, and all of a sudden, it's I'm reading the script, and what happened to God? God will give me justice. Yeah, that's not in the movie. That's not in the film. Any of you like that film? So I had to make a decision, and I'm not ashamed of God or anything, but I'm in an embarrassing situation, and I had to say, no, I can't do this. And right is right, wrong is wrong, but for the love of my fellow countrymen, I cannot betray them. So that's what happened. And I said, and then Disney said, oh, so you're one of those? I said, one of those what? One of those what? One of those who rewrite Alexander Dumas? One of those who rewrite Shakespeare? Because that's essentially what you did. And so I held my ground. And by God, they backed off. And, we've got to be strong Christians like that, to hold the ground when you have to say, we're not buying that product anymore.
I think he makes some really good points there. It's interesting, too, that he says that he did stand up to them and told them no. And we're seeing that a lot more people are saying that no. You can just look at the box office for Elemental and Indiana Jones and The Dial of Destiny. They are saying no. They're refusing to watch these films that Disney is putting out that are just at the end of the day, they're either against a lot of people's Christian faith, and they are also just absolutely terrible storytelling. So I think that is really good advice that he says there, but it's also interesting the fact that Disney was trying to do this all the way back in 2002. And look where they're progressed now. I mean, they're casting people that are pretending to be women, men pretending to be women in the upcoming Star Wars film. They've got people that don't even know whether or not they're a man or a woman. They're doing this in cartoons. They're claiming that the United States of America is racist in their Louder and Prouder film or TV series on Disney+. They're promoting sodomy in shows like Willow. It's absolutely disgusting. You have to say no to this. You cannot watch this stuff. You got to keep your kids away from this stuff because they are trying to get your kids. I mean, former Disney CEO Bob Chapek admitted this in a letter to Disney employees last February when the company was embroiled in the parental. I forget what the bill is called. The specific bill is, but basically it banned the teaching of sexual identity or gender identity and sexual orientation in public schools in Florida between kindergarten and third grade. The Walt Disney Company wasn't really making a public stance on it when Chapek penned his email, and his email was like explaining why they weren't making a public stance on it. And he was saying that, it doesn't matter about the law. We're going to go and target kids and their families through our content anyways. We're going to get people with gender identity and sexual orientation through our content that we're going to create, and we're going to pump it to them. And he admitted that. He said that in an email sent to Disney employees that is exactly what they were going to do. Eventually, a couple days later, the whole facade dropped, and he came out full bore against the law and wanted to ensure that law didn't pass, because he wanted that. Not only did they want that being taught to kids through their content, but they want it taught to them in the schools as well. So you kind of just shows you where the Walt Disney Company's priorities are, and it's in corrupting you and corrupting your children.